So it was a little after a week after the patch was released, and it appears to be following the typical Blizzard ideology of not working right. Now, I understand that patch servers do not equal live servers, and things inevitably go wrong, but at least I got them up and running on Tuesday, so no harm, no foul, right? A hotfix here, a hotfix there, a patch to try to fix what the main patch broke, and failing at the talent she's part, I might add, and fielding forum complaints all day. Warlocks and Conflagrate, anyone? And then there's the mass amounts of QQ from Blizzard's new golden child, the casual gamer. Not even a day after 3.1 release, and people are already crying, complaining that Ulduar is too hard and Emlon would be the death of pugging vault runs. Sometime around day 2 or 3 after patch release, these same people are complaining about how some guild in Europe, that does not include them by the way, has cleared Ulduar and therefore should be puggable like the rest of the starter raids in Wrath. What gets me here is how they expect Blizzard to keep dumbing down the content to make it easier for everyone and still keep customers. With the only way to even get Blizzard's attention nowadays being a dip in the quarterly profits charts of their last few patches turning what used to be hard, challenging content to homogenous pap for the masses to be gently spooned down the paying throats of anyone who can click an invite button, it seems that the game has lost some of its charm from the days of vanilla, when casuals were happy to get their Tier 0 dungeon set of blues, and all the dungeons were tuned for 40 people. Well, okay, there was ZG and AQ20, but those didn't really count, since ZG was a joke, and AQ20... you couldn't exactly go in there in Dungeon Tier 0 and expect a clean house past current acts. Back when people actually raided these places, rolled with the punches, and didn't complain about it being too hard after wiping 8 or 10 times a night. I think the only boss to ever get a nerf based from player complaints was Cthulhu in AQ40, a boss so broken even Nylum couldn't kill it and it required 2 nerfs to be able to do it. And boss content wasn't just sit there and face roll the loot pinatas to pass go and collect 2 purples. Each boss usually had a gimmick to it. Ragnaros, Onyxia, Nefarian, Razorgore, or one of the other plethora of bosses. There are still strats for them somewhere. And we didn't have summon stones for our instances either. We had to walk there. Uphill. Both ways. In snow. Okay, enough of that. Launch content was easy. It was easy for the casual players. Most guilds worth their salt had everything cleared in 2 weeks and then bored out of their skulls for the next 5 months while we waited for new content. Some content we could sink our teeth into and actually be challenged by. No, Blizzard did not intend for Ulduar to be pugged right off the bat. It may be a game that caters largely to casuals anymore now, but every once in a while they do have to pay attention to the raiders, who dedicate their lives to this game, who got it up off its feet and popularized it so much that the casual gamer picked it up, and decided to pay $15 a month to a business that now makes so much money they could wrap giant rubber bands around stacks of $1 bills and make money for it in the break room and pretend they're fighting for Wintergrasp. Am I saying that hardcore is all that is good and that casuals are scrubs and you'd either go big or go home? No, I'm not. Just that Ulduar, especially 25-man Ulduar, was not meant for you right now. And to let the people who finally managed to squeeze some challenging content out be able to play with it for a while. And for those of you who say that Ulduar is easy, get the Astral Walker title and then come back to me.